Okay, this recording. Okay. Hey, so I thought I would make a video and, kind of for myself as well. So this is me. I'm gonna try to just draw some heads, just practice. I made this one yesterday. Does not look like her at all, but still tried. I just want to do like a quick how I study it, just pretty quick, honestly. I like to start with like a egg shape. So sideways, this would be a side profile like that. And then the nose matches up here, and the forehead right here. And then this is gonna be hard to see. But anyways, that's it right there. And then front profile, just quick. The middle line, this middle line is eyebrows, and then nose should be right here, and then the jaw. Might look a little weird, but that don't matter. There you go. Okay. And then the mouth. Should be right there. Mouth right there. There we go. Oh, whoops. Okay, anyways, you get the point. I put down the same layer as the picture here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to just copy it now. So draw on top. Try to get how the head is. I put another layer. What I like to do, I like to do a ring. So kind of like a Saturn. Saturn has a, ring. That's what I like to do with the eyebrows. So there we go. And then from the eyebrows, I like to just go downwards instead. And then that's to the chin, to the jaw. There we go. And then that. And then usually when you do these cutoffs of slices, I don't know, something like that, usually tend to have these two corners, and you connect them, and that gives you your eye line. That's something I measured, or I figured out from just drawing and studying. And then almost at the bottom of the egg head, I noticed the nose is there, and usually the bottom of the ears and the nose tend to line up like that. So that's one thing I noticed, and it changes with perspective. But whoops, yeah. And then as well with the jaw, I noticed that the jaw and the mouth and then the other jaw part, so left and right jaw, they tend to make like a arch that connect the mouth and the jaw together. So, and again, it changes with perspective. I can show different ones, but that's something I just managed to keep in my head. And then I will now try to redraw this on a separate layer. And basically, you're gonna just get a bunch of these looking heads right here, like that. Or, for example, I was doing a little different angles, as you can see right there. So now I'm gonna try to redraw this one, but without tracing. Okay, and then at the very end, I will put my sketch on top just to make sure I'm doing it, at least accurate. And you know, honestly, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just keep it simple. And then you move on to the next head, and you just keep going. And then if you'd like, you can even grab the one you did and put it on top of the reference, and then see if you got it right. I think this is completely wrong. But anyways, it's pretty accurate. They almost match up here. Looks like I drew the ear a little bit too high up. I drew it too much to the side here. Or maybe... Anyways, yeah, things tend to line up, as you can see. Eyebrows. And another thing, actually, I noticed too, you can match this up. So, oh, whoops. To get the, it's like a cutout. It's kind of hard to say. But you get that point and that point. And this point of the eyebrow tends to connect with this point. So once you do that, boom, you can have this cut out. And the same with the other side. They tend to match up. And then this, I'll put this in a side profile. So it'll look like this. Wait, let me draw this real quick. You'll tend to get that cut out. And the nose will be somewhere there. There you go. Or let me do a 3/4 view. You'll get this cut out. It'll look something like that. So then that's when you see this point of the eyebrow, and then it starts going downwards. You can see that it connects with the top of the cheek. So yeah, that's some good things to know. But yeah, okay. Now I'm just gonna do a bunch of Okay, now actually I want to try, and this might be easier just because it's front facing. That seems to be the easiest. But I want to try this time. Don't trace and just try to eyeball everything. Okay, I think I'm going into too much detail, but let me try if this looks like it now. Enlarge this and put this on top. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. You can see, you see the arch. You see it lines up with the nose, the bottom of the eye. I mean, bottom of the nose lines up with the bottom of the ears. The eye line, this connects. And the cheekbones. I mean, that's extra stuff, but anyways, the forehead, top of the head, probably a bit higher, but that's okay. Okay, so I can still draw heads. Thank God, man. I can still draw heads. Okay, but yeah, that should be kind of how this goes. So I showed 3 examples, 2 traced, and then 1 without. And then that's kind of what I try to do. Just try to, I just try to draw without tracing. And I can kind of show a step again, maybe of how I do things. I like to practice the heads as an egg right here. I like to draw this, and I like to draw this right here, and then I like to do the front line. But with the ring, I like to drop it a little bit down. Kind of feels good too. Drop it a little bit down, and then you can kind of see where the jaw is right here. And then you go down to the chin. And then after that, you want to get the eyebrow line, which is, you know, middle of the egghead. And then you want to go from the side, anywhere here on the side, and just drop it a line down like that. That'll show, you know, the side face, the side of the face, and then kind of just get your features. It's a little wrong here, but it's okay. And then the forehead or hairline, and there you go. That's how I do it. And ear, can't really see that, but there you go. I think things are a little weird here, but it's okay. I don't know, just practice. And that's basically how I do my heads. So I just want to make a quick little video. You know, just a quick little video. Alright, hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you. Bye-bye.